All right, everybody, so what do you do when stuff just isn't working? It happens to all of us at media buyers. We just have to make sure we have a process for troubleshooting. So let's get into it. All right, guys, so in this video, we're going to talk about troubleshooting your campaigns. So basically, what to do when it's not working, and don't panic. If you're looking at your success metrics and you're not hitting the goals you need, right? You're not seeing a positive ROI, your cost per lead is not where you need it to be, your cost per click is not where you need it to be. Do not worry. Most traffic campaigns fail right off the bat, and that's okay. You're running these campaigns to get data to then optimize to get the results you want. So do not give up. But I'm about to give you a framework for how to troubleshoot your campaigns. So based off of what's not working, I'm going to show you what to do to hopefully get it to a place where it is working. So with troubleshooting, the first scenario we're going to cover is, what if you're not even getting impressions? Right? What if you're not even getting impressions? Sometimes this happens with traffic campaigns. The ad is just not showing to people for some reason. And there are a few ways to fix this. The first is either to adjust your bidding, and the second is to simply duplicate and restart the campaign. So sometimes Facebook will get a little bit buggy, and for some reason, the campaign just never makes it off the ground, and you need to duplicate and restart. So let me show you what I'm talking about here inside of Ads Manager. So let's imagine that this campaign, these two ad sets, again, this test campaign that I ran for this workshop. Imagine if this had been running for a day or so and our reach was nothing, right? Or our reach was like 100 people, and we knew that that's just not right. Sometimes that happens. So the first thing you can do is change the bidding on your ad sets, because sometimes based off of your audience size, the way that you're bidding just isn't giving you the results that you need. I gave you optimization and bidding suggestions for each traffic play, but that doesn't mean they're going to work in absolutely every scenario. So for example, this is the opt-in play. If I was having trouble getting impressions and it just wasn't getting off the ground, I would go down and change my bidding. So instead of auto bidding, I would manually bid. And I would bid higher than I'm willing to pay. So remember, we said we were willing to pay about $7 a lead here. So I would probably bid about $10 to see if we could really win that real estate. Now, depending on which traffic play you're running, these are going to be a bit different. But the first way to troubleshoot if your ads are not being shown is to go and do the opposite bidding than what you started with. Again, sometimes this will just allow you to win that real estate that for some reason another advertiser is really holding. So after you change that, save it, give it another day or so. If it's still not working, then let's move to option 2. So option 2 is totally duplicating this campaign and restarting. So I've got this campaign highlighted. I would hit duplicate, and we would hit place order, and then we would go turn off this older campaign. So we've got this new one that's a copy. We're going to hit place order, and then we would go back and turn off this campaign. But sometimes Facebook just gets a bit buggy. And if you duplicate and restart fresh, it restarts that algorithm, and it might allow you to overcome not getting impressions. So if that's the trouble you're having right out of the gate, you're not getting any impressions, go in, adjust your bid. And if that's still not working after a day, then we're going to duplicate and restart the campaign. Okay, now let's go to the next scenario, right? So maybe you are getting impressions, which is great. But what if you're not getting clicks? So your ad is being shown and you're not getting clicks or you're not getting video views. Again, it's going to go back to whatever traffic play you selected, but basically you're not getting any action on your ad. No one is clicking. And if that's the case, it means that the ad is being shown, right? Because you're getting reach. But for some reason, it's not resonating with the audience. So we need to test new targeting, ad copy, and or creative. Now, the way that you guys set up these campaigns with 5 different ad sets, you're going to see big variations in your success metric between the ad sets. And that's going to show you which targeting is working best for you. Right? So if you've created those 5 ad sets to cold traffic, like we talked about, you're probably doing enough testing that it's not the targeting that's off. Right? Usually if you're not getting clicks, it has something to do with the ad copy and the creative. So the audience is your audience and they're seeing the ad, but you are not articulating the value of whatever you want them to do in the ad copy and in the creative. So we need to test new options. Luckily, you can go back to module 2 and pull out different copy chunks. We went over 11. So you can go back and test new copy chunks to see if maybe you can tell a story in an ad. Maybe you can use the novelty copy chunk. Maybe your offer has value. It's just not being articulated in a way that's resonating with the audience. So if you're not getting clicks, I recommend going in and duplicating your ad sets that aren't working. So go ahead and duplicate them here in the same campaign. You're going to hit duplicate ad set, but you're going to edit at the ad level and you're going to change out your old ads for new ads that you'll create in the same way that we talked about in the last module. So you can keep these old ones running if you want alongside with the ones you've duplicated for a few days so that you can kind of split test and see which variation is going to work best, or you can just choose to duplicate, switch out the ads for your new ads that have that fresh copy, that fresh creative, and go ahead and turn your old ad sets off. It really, really is up to you, but you can keep everything in the same campaign that you first created. Simply duplicate the ad sets that you have running, change them out for the new ads, and see if we can start getting more clicks onto those ads because you freshened up the copy, the creative. If you've tested a new variation and it's still not working, then I would go back and start to look at your targeting. Maybe it's just way off. Maybe your avatar is not who you think it is, and you need to go back to the drawing board in module 2 to do some more research around your targeting. So if you're getting impressions, but you're not getting clicks, go back to module 2. That means people are seeing the ad, but it's either the wrong audience or the ad copy and the creative is not properly explaining the value of whatever you're wanting them to do, to click on the ad. So therefore, you're not getting any clicks. So if you're not getting clicks or video views or whatever action you want to happen on that ad, it's time to go back to module 2 and adjust your targeting, ad copy, and or creative. Now you might be thinking, okay, Molly, I'm getting impressions, I'm getting clicks, but I'm not getting people to take action on my landing page, right? So people are seeing the ad, they're clicking, but when they get to the page, they're not taking whatever action that I wanted them to. And, a metric that will really show you if this is a problem is obviously the conversion rate on your landing page, like we talked about in the last video. And this is a huge problem for a lot of people. They've set up these awesome traffic campaigns, but when people click over, they're not actually taking action. So if you're not getting action on the page, you first need to check your AdSense, right? So is there congruency between my ad and the landing page? Am I making the same offer? Am I using similar copy? Is the design similar? Have I maintained good AdSense? Because if someone clicks and they get over to the page and it doesn't look familiar to them, it's not what they wanted, there's going to be a problem. So make sure you have good AdSense. If that's a problem, you want to change up either your landing page or your ad to really create that congruency. Now, if your AdSense is good, it probably means that your landing page simply needs optimization, right? And there's a lot that you can do on a landing page to increase the conversion rate. And Justin Rondo will talk about how to optimize your landing page in a video later in this module. He's going to talk about optimization specific to landing pages. So if you're getting clicks and people aren't taking action on the page, but your AdSense is good, definitely hop over to the optimization video with Justin and start to look at where you can increase the conversion rate on that page. Again, a way to check this out is to hop over here and look at your unique clicks, and then take the number of people who have taken action and divide that by the number of clicks. That will get you your landing page conversion rate. For example, I always go back and check our ads. I always go back and check our ads and click on them to make sure we have that good congruency. So you can see we have the same colors, the landing page blueprint, it's the same offer. These bullet points down here are the same bullet points that you see here. This is insanely good AdSense. And that is why this is converting so well. That's why this is converting at 69, almost 70%. So if you're getting clicks on the page, but people aren't taking the action that you want, go back and troubleshoot your AdSense, and then hop over to the optimization video and spend some time with Justin so that you can increase that conversion rate. And then lastly, if you're still not getting results, right? So you've created new ad sets, you're testing new targeting, you've tested new ad copy, creatives, you've optimized your landing page, and you're like, Molly, this still isn't working. That will happen. It happens to us all the time. And what it means is that your offer is broken. So whatever content you're sending traffic to, whether it's a blog post, whether it's a gated a piece of content, whether it's a trial, whether you're sending right to a sales page for a monetization campaign, if you've continued to troubleshoot, it means that the audience simply does not want what you have to offer, and that is going to happen. And you really need to start from the beginning if this is happening and think, okay, is what I'm asking them to do, right? Is what I'm giving them something that they want? So if you've troubleshot the rest of these variables and it's still not working, it's probably that your blog post is not sexy enough for the audience. It's time to create a new lead magnet on a different topic in your business. Maybe it's time to reposition how you're selling your product or service, because the benefits that you're offering or the pain point that you're really hitting for this audience isn't painful enough or isn't beneficial enough to get them to take action. So again, if you've done the rest of the troubleshooting, your campaign's still not working, it's probably not a mistake that you are making in the platform. It has something to do with your offer, and it's time to go back and figure out how you can create something else that the audience actually wants. Then you can write new ad copy, you can launch a new campaign, and you can compare the results between the two different offers that you've created. So guys, when you're troubleshooting, if you aren't getting impressions, mess around with your bid amount. If that's still not working, duplicate and relaunch the campaign. If you're getting impressions but you're not getting clicks, test some new ad copy or creative. Just create a new ad set, turn the old one off, and test a new ad copy chunk. Go back to module 2, pull out some new ad copy, and see if that can do the trick. If you are getting clicks but you're not getting action on the page, it's time to go back and look at your ad scent, right? If your ad scent smells good, then hop over to the video in this module called Optimization and spend some time with Justin really increasing the conversion rate on your page. If you're still not getting results after all of that, it's time to start back at step 1 and think about your offer. Are you selling something that people actually want? Are you positioning it in a way that makes it attractive to them? If not, the best traffic campaign in the world cannot fix that. So these are the steps we take for troubleshooting, guys. As always, if you have questions, you're really stuck, shoot me an email at ptsworkshop@digitalmarketer.com. I love chatting with you guys. I love helping you guys. So this has been the video about troubleshooting. In the next video, we'll talk about scale, and I will see you there.